team. And I'm here today to answer a few of your questions about the COVID-19 vaccine.
Hey Kara, here's my question. Can the COVID-19 vaccine give you COVID-19?
The answer is no, because the vaccine doesn't contain any live virus. What it contains are instructions for our own body to make a protein, which is a piece of the virus. So it teaches our body how to recognize the protein that would be contained on the real virus and fight against that protein. So basically, it's providing our body with some practice before we encounter the real thing. You may have some side effects ranging from mild to severe after receiving the vaccine. The severe reactions have been few and far between, but what researchers are saying is to speak with your provider if you've had any sort of reaction to a vaccine in the past or any of the components of the vaccines that are available to us now. Some of the mild side effects that are being reported include things like chills, low-grade fever, muscle aches, and headache. And those are all normal signs of our immune system building up what it needs to fight the infection should we actually encounter the real thing. Both of the vaccines that are available to us right now, Pfizer and Moderna, require 2 shots. The Moderna shot is what we're going to be receiving here at MHA, and you'll get 1 shot and then 4 weeks later you'll receive the second shot. In between, they're saying you have limited immunity until you receive that second shot. And then when you receive that second shot, it still takes a few weeks for your body to create enough of an immunity to be able to say that we have about up to 95% immunity from the virus. So you may still contract the virus if you don't take the proper precautions.
Hi, Kara. Will COVID-19 vaccine cause you to test positive on a COVID-19 viral test?
No. The tests that we use here at MHA are testing for active virus. So unless you're actually infected and sick with the virus, you're not going to test positive from receiving the vaccine. Now, there are other types of COVID-19 tests out there, a specific test called an antibody test, which will tell somebody if they've already been infected with the virus. And so researchers are still looking into whether or not you would test positive on those antibody tests after receiving the vaccine. So there's no concrete answer at this time about the antibody tests, but like I said, the MHA tests are just testing for active virus, not whether or not you've had it or you have any sort of immune response built up to it.
Hi, Kara. Can people who have gotten sick with COVID-19 still benefit from getting the vaccine?
My answer to this is absolutely. The CDC is saying that reinfection is still possible, and they're not really sure how long natural immunity lasts. Meaning, if somebody's had the infection, how long they're able to maintain protection from being reinfected again varies from person to person. So there's no way of really knowing and being able to say that you're protected from getting it again, and that's why they recommend that you receive the vaccine. Scientists are still looking into the duration of immunity with people who have already been infected, and also now that people are receiving the immunizations and have received them in trials, they're looking at the duration of immunity that's obtained from the vaccine.
Hey Kara, does getting the COVID vaccine prevent someone from getting sick with COVID?
It certainly does. It's up to about 95% effective in obtaining immunity against a vaccine. You still have that 5% risk of getting sick once you've built up full immunity. And so it's important that we take preventative measures here because, as everybody probably knows, COVID affects everybody in a different way. One person could end up critically ill and in the ICU, whereas another person might not have any symptoms at all, not even know that they have it. And there's no way to determine who's going to get really sick and who's not. So again, prevention is key.
Hi, Kara. Does receiving an mRNA vaccine alter your DNA?
No, it doesn't. And you might be saying, what's an mRNA vaccine? What does that even mean? Well, basically, what it means is that the vaccine contains, like I had said before, instructions. It's giving your cells instructions about how to make that protein. And our cells are protected by this outer membrane, and inside this outer membrane is this inner piece called the nucleus. And inside the nucleus is where the DNA sits, and the DNA is our genetic makeup. Now the cell protects itself and doesn't allow anything into that DNA. So no, there's no way it can alter your DNA. The vaccines that are out there right now, the Pfizer and Moderna, are mRNA vaccines.
Once I receive a COVID vaccine, do I still need to follow safety precautions like wearing a face mask or practicing social distancing?
Yes, it's not 100%. You still have that 5% risk. And in between the time of the first and the second shots, your body's still developing immunity. So we don't really know how protected you are until after the second shot. And again, that could vary person to person as well. But they say up to a few weeks until you're about at that 95% immunity mark. Also, researchers are still looking into whether or not we can transmit the virus once we are fully immunized. Can we carry it to other people? People who haven't been vaccinated, people who can't be vaccinated for whatever reason. So yes, we need to continue to mask up, do our social distancing, and wash our hands, and do everything that we can to prevent the spread of this virus. If you have any other questions, you certainly can reach out to us, MHA Nursing. You can also look into it on your own and look up on the CDC website for the most current information. You can also go on to the Massachusetts DPH website, so a little more information about our state specifically. Please feel free to reach out to us. And in the meantime, don't forget to mask up.